Thank you so much, Chief Evangelist, Chief of Evangelist, Ebenezer Obey, trust and obey. Thank you so much. Yeah, they're destined to win. Thank you. Simi Leolua, oh, Simi. Oh, that music is a long story, but it talks about light. When light comes in, darkness fall out. It can't stay. And if you abide under the, you have to feel my shadow at my back. Yeah, that's because you are on the light. You are in the light of the Lord. So when the light of God, you are always under a shadow. Yeah. Oh, thank God for another Sunday. Last week, we discussed about I'm naked. I'm naked because I'm naked. What make people feel they were naked? Why are people still looking for security, all this privacy, terms and conditions, bridges and all those things? Because people feel they were not secure anymore. They were naked. Life is becoming too naked. You find out so many things happening. You don't even have privacy. You don't even have, you are naked. And what make you naked, my brother? It's what you know. How you know that is killing us. In the process of developing, and being too wise with it, we are neglecting some part of the things that we need to be taken care of. We talk about because I'm naked. And our forefathers said this because he feels he's insecure. There is no security anywhere, all over the world. And we discussed it last week. That is getting to a stage where your DNA, you don't need anybody to kill you. They just need to find your DNA and all those stuff, find where you live in and this thing. Then, if I make sense to you, it will always get to you because you are naked. You don't even have privacy. But the Bible says, in Psalm 91 says, he who abide in the shadow of Almighty. Where is the shadow of Almighty? Where your nakedness is covered. Oh my God. You know much, but we don't see much. If you don't see much, you don't know much. I pray God should open your eyes to see enough of what is happening all over the world. The world is not having it easy. In this program, we talk about USA, never go black, never go dark. You should pray for USA. In this program, that was last year ago. We talk about it. So many people who are, how do the world get to this stage? Self-centeredness. They don't want, in the process of, they don't want to be naked, and you are trying to make everything to be on your own, then you lose what you care for most in life. What should we prioritize in life than God? and to live like him. If he can give us what he loves most and gain all what he never dreamed of gaining. You don't want to leave everything, you want to have everything, and you don't want to carry everybody along. That's why the whole world have it wrong today. About me, my brand, my culture. You forget about your environment. You don't care. You don't care because you don't care for your environment. As a businessman, you don't care for where you are making your money. As a politician, I don't care if the country go down, if the country go down in your presence. You don't care. Then that's how you get it, because you are naked. You are not afraid. What are you afraid of? Because you are naked. There's nowhere to run to. I always tell people, what you are looking for is everywhere. I never dream or aspire to travel anywhere in my life, but it has always come to my dream where I will live, how I will live there, the number of my hostel, everything has been ordained. Only but to allow to ṣe ń bẹ nísìnyí, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ó sì máa rí. It has been right from ordained. That is why if I'm saying this, I'm not saying it just to make much out of it, just to make us see the light that Jesus Christ is real. And if you believe in anything, if you believe in any jazz, and you've never been able to settle down to the principle of Jesus, love your neighbor as yourself, love your God, you have not done anything. You are still coming back. You are still coming back because until you are able to do that before you become productive. So many people, companies, lost it today because they don't care about their environment. They want to make money. They don't care. See all the load in Nigeria. How many loads have where those who are vulnerable can pass through? Those who are vulnerable, those who don't have leg, how many loads have lift to get them to where they can enter? Because you don't care. What you don't care now is taking care of you. Because the company come in, they do their business, they do load for you, and you don't care if they kill what you care for. You don't even care. You don't give a damn if anybody die on that road. Do you give a damn? Why should you make the road and there's no road where the bike or car man can pass, where there's no road for ordinary citizens? Who are your people? You don't care. It bounces back to you now. I'm talking to you leaders in Africa. You don't care. You are becoming old and you still don't care. You still want to have that power, all those things. I've told you, it's a redemptive God. He can give you your redemption. If you care, you start to care now. He can make you to be all right, to be okay, to get your good head, to be sound, to be okay, to imagine good thing and make it happen. Because you don't care. But mind you, what you don't care for is taking care of you. See the whole street. You want to do election. You cut the money because you don't care if people go to if people go to war, or if people don't even want, if they don't have anything to eat. It's only in Nigeria you can do that. You can try that in UK. That's who cares. Upon that they will care. God said they are not doing enough. Those who hold you as captive remind you to sing a song. You are now facing the music now. It's not a joking matter anyway. I've prayed and cried over this country, Nigeria, this morning. And what's still coming back to me is the same revelation I have 2 years ago in 2020. Those who don't care, it's another dispensation. God wants you to come back to him, to make it right where you get it wrong. Nobody can do it more than you. You are no more than 30 there. ẹ̀yin ẹja ńlá tó ń dání bó ayé rú, you are not more than 13 in Nigeria. I mean, Nigeria what have it well. Most of Africa we got it right. So why you don't care? Why you have not been able to do your social responsibility over people? You do the major road, there is nowhere ordinary bicycle can pass. There is nowhere somebody that is less privileged can cross to other side. Because you don't care. You don't care. If people lose their life, you don't care. And that is why what you don't care was taking care of you now. Yeah. I've told you, it's not rocket science. If you are centered, everything to yourself, everything come back to you. But if you give everything to God, nothing. You sleep like a baby. I don't have anybody in mind. I've told you, I'm not a politician. I've never been. I would never be a politician. God has ordained me as a king even before I was born. I live my life to eat what I like, sleep like a baby. Everybody knows me. I don't take any problem into my head. I don't feel inferior to anybody. Whatever you might know it to yourself. Let it do good to you. But the little I know about God, I will always tell you, He is good. He is good to you if you care to be good to Him. Yeah, today I don't want us to go because it's like I'm feeling angry now. I'm becoming emotional. How do you say it? So what I'm trying to say to you today, we've discussed so many things on this platform. We talk about so many things. The first of my program in this year is ability to appreciate and to negotiate. And the last one, as a leader, if you don't know how to appreciate your environment, you always have problem with them. If you don't know how to appreciate your children, what they have been through with you, you always have problem with your wife and your children. Yeah, you are doing your best, but some people are doing better than you. You know that? So all what God gave to you is just to appreciate them and to make it work, to add up to it, to improve on it, to appreciate it. What is gaining values, every day gaining value, going to higher ground. That's what I mean by appreciating it. Appreciating account is different from depreciating account. It has to appreciate. You may not gain, but you have to appreciate. Appreciating account, you may not make the profit, but it has to appreciate. It's not profit, but it has to appreciate. And that's why we are here, to tell you. My topic for today is just a topic that I was just praying in the church when God would preach me. Speaking in tongue. Speaking in tongue. Speaking in tongue. Why so many Christians don't value or don't see speaking in tongue as something vital to Christian religion and to believers? Some people know that it's the aspect of turning around for Christians to speak in tongue. And for anybody that God able to use to speak that language that is different from you. In this program, I told you language is becoming irrelevant. All over the world, it's becoming irrelevant. Forget about English. And you are seeing it. Africa is going to BRICS now. You don't understand China. There's one way or another to communicate all over the world. So China is not going to bring their language over you again. But we have to speak even in dialect where we understand. Those who speak in tongue, what the Bible says, they edify themselves. That's the only language you cannot just break and hack into. Because the language now, you may be going even in UK anywhere, just be speaking my Yoruba and people understand. That is why I use it most in this platform. And people understand me because there's so many apps where you can get that thing done. So it's becoming irrelevant, my brother. Languages is no longer a barrier to anybody. So also is speaking in tongue. Speaking in tongue is only thing that unifying all the Christian who carry mandate. You have been ordained for changing and enablement. You have to speak in tongue. There will be a time that you have to speak in tongue. That is a time for 0 or hero point in your life. You have to speak in tongue. I'm saying this because I think depth to the depth of everything. I pray about it. You know what I'm saying is even crazy at times to believe me at times. But to me, I know that it's not me. It's about God, about me. Because at times, it's a man's step is directed by God. How then can a man understand this way? This is what I told most of my friends. So yes, you be in UK. I don't need. I can't. It's either you are looking for baby, you have to be here. It's either you are looking for something. I have to call you. You have to. All these things you are looking for is easier. Well, the girl you said this and it's come to pass. I don't use that to glorify. I even appreciate if you don't believe me than to believe me, because those you believe, how have you treated them well? I'm not using this platform to like plead for anybody to say that this who you should vote for or where you should go. But what I'm telling you is that we need redemption. The whole of Nigeria, the whole of the world need redemption now. How do we come together to do that? It's just to appreciate everybody the way they are and see the differences as what we can work on and get a better result. In this platform, I told you about how money is becoming useless. Have you not seen it in Nigeria now? Did anybody told me that before I said it? I told you last year, because if you believe, well, what you believe is about naira that you carry, on dollars that you carry. You see, God is so, I'm saying it like a fool. I even told one of my friends, he said he's keeping all this money. I said, where are you keeping? Use your money to do business or to make people. Those who make people. That's why I told somebody accused me that I said is somebody that's going to win the election in Nigeria. I say, I never changed my voice. That's what God told me. Say, most of my pastors that I said I believe are following this person and bring it. I say, forget about. Pastor is pastor of everybody. Nobody ordained me. I'm a son of a prophet. I don't belong to. Nobody ordained me as a pastor. So if the pastor or your prophet told you that this is the prophet, that's their song. But this is what God told me. And I've never said it to my father. If they are hearing, they are just hearing for the first time. That this guy that speaks in tongues is your president. I'm telling you honestly. How do you think that somebody who have been sent before can be, and he said it's hollow? Who shoot hollow? You can shoot. You don't know God. Because you believe to God, that is why you are still in that stage, Nigeria. You believe to God. You are thinking that maybe somebody small like me, carry a kind of brain. It's not about brain. The country is sick. The country is sick. How do you look at somebody that is sick? You need artificial inoculation. You need somebody that can do that can heal you from your sickness. And God will not bring somebody you trust. Somebody able and agile like me that is bouncing. God don't bring people like that. God fed it to the mind of people. Oh, is this how it be? So if you see somebody that makes so many people in life, put them somewhere, even if he doesn't have money again, you know how God can just come in and so you make this man. That's what we call referencing. You know how many people are brought down to Europe here? I don't have money to do that. But I have people somewhere that will just call that. Hey, bro, you need to help me. You need to help this guy. You may have money. So many have money to travel. They are not there today. You may have your money. You may have what it takes to travel. You may not be there because you don't have right source. I have genuine source where I get my information. I was traveling. My wife said I should go and read about all this Europe. I said, oh, Europe. I sleep. God is telling me where you will live, how you will live, and this is your school this thing. That is why I don't forget things. I don't. And when I begin to see, oh, this way is, that's why I tell you, God will show you way like Google show you the way. If you miss the road, it will reroute you. Reroute you back to where you're supposed to be. It may take a long time. The journey of 1 hour may take like 11 hours, but you have to get there. You will have to move you around, find one way or another to get you to that destination. Speaking in tongue is an enablement from God. Why do people speak in tongue? In this time of confusion, when trouble is too much for the powerful and for the failures, then God have to take them like a baby. Then you begin to confess, pleading your case with God, edifying yourself. This is me. I'm not joking about anybody, but this is what God is bringing to you today because He wants you to know something. Cancel all the nairas in Nigeria. Those who will be your president will be your president. I don't want to sound political, but it does bring the reason why I'm saying this, my wife and everybody know me. What's not going to work? This hour I will sleep. Hey, let's do this. It's not going to work. I'm not saying it working. Even when my teammate we are doing things, this will not work. This will work. What do you need in life than that? As an entrepreneur, as a producer, you need somebody. You need a man of God. I've told you, you need somebody. You need Christ in your life to know your way. I'm just talking about my home. You may pray. God may give you the same gift to know where you are going, what works for you, what doesn't work. It's a gift. If people around me doing things, I say, this thing is not going to work. It's not going to work. You see the way you are doing it. It's not about maybe a chop winch or anything. It's about God. This has been me right from when I was young, 10, 11 years. But I don't discover it's a gift. I don't discover that God even need it because I always say I'm altar boy. I'm from altar. I'm a altar boy. When they say altar boy, I was brought up. Even my grandfather brought Christianity one way like religion to my hometown. Brought Methodist Church down to my hometown. So I don't live. I've tried. Because it's not reasonable to follow Christ, not gain anything. But have you followed Him to the call? Have you followed Him to the time that you are about to die? When challenges overcome you, maybe it's not going to intervene. We are talking about speaking in tongue today. Why do I need to talk about speaking in tongue? You that speak in tongue edifies yourself. How do we speak in tongue? Acts 2:24, it told us about Act of Apostle. It told us about how we come about speaking in tongue. Jesus Christ also spoke in tongue when He was about to, when life strangled Him. Those you made, they are the one that is killing you now. They are the one that want you to lose hope. And you never know that you need to be born again. Because God is showing you your pathway. You know, God so loved some people. He gave them second chance. He gave them second chance. You see, the man is speaking blue, blue, blue. I never heard that. I'm hearing about that, and it sounds so funny to me. I'm telling you the meaning now. You are losing out, and there is no how you want to do it. God will always prevail. I've told you, if you don't want journey of 20 years to become 120 years, you better go and rewrite the history of that country. You don't even need all this. Employ white people to manage the economy for you, and you stay, manage key factors, key sectors in the economy, and make the system work. Why do you need all this? Because it's like we are going to politicize this. When you say you take one Igbo, you take one Hausa, you take one Yoruba, you take one this thing. Employ people, blame from outside. People want to stay because there is no security. Nobody wants to stay where there is no security. You think I can say this when I'm in Nigeria? Eh? When I'm in Nigeria, in Mushinyolosha, where all the boys carry the high, they shook. You don't even have anything. They want to buy you. Talk less of when you now have a little to eat, you begin envy of everybody. Why do we speak in tongue? There was a time that life will give you what you don't deserve. Then that's the time. The mystery is enablement. God wants to activate something in you, edifies you to be able to activate that thing in order to get you now to give up. But not to give up all. It has to activate that spirit in you. That is why you see people speaking in tongue. Speaking in tongue is mixing your voice together with the voice of God, which is not you walking. If you see people that don't understand what they say, continue speaking, just like in the total state of madness, in the total state of coma. How do we get to that stage? When we are confused. Or when we are to enter into them and we need energy beyond our brain, beyond our way of doing things. That is then, I've told you several times, when the police arrested me for parking somewhere and said I'm speaking his dialect in his own mother's tongue. I don't come from that. I'm not a Benima. I don't come from there. So the way you that thing that you said now, I said, no, I'm speaking in tongue. I don't know. So also you don't know. But I think it's crazy for you to sit down in the front of your house with your car and somebody just come in and say, this is madness. I think I will take you to a country where we will not have police problem. Just be yourself, live fine, then you will not have issue. How many people have you endangered in life? Now you are speaking in tongue, you're getting confused. You make so many people ex-convict because you want to get to power. This is the time for reflection. Afolabi is all about reflection. This program is all about reflection. What you want to gain by telling you all these things is just for you to reflect. How far have you gone with all these things? What have you been able to gain? Shortage, because you don't want to live and let live. You want to acquire life and leave others to suffer. Those you expect that they will suffer, they are surviving because you have spoken in tongue already. But you don't listen to them. Now, what you don't care for is now taking care of you. And God is giving you another chance. Why can't you hang up to that chance and make it right? I'm talking to you, leader, politician, who's going to anchor Nigeria for the next 4 years. You need to think about that and make it right. I know it's difficult for you to be everywhere at the same time, but how far have you been able to do it right? I've told you about Afolabi is not about, it's about Ola, it's about tomorrow, it's about what we want, uh, mutual gain for everybody, for all the countries, all over the world, all the countries all over the world, UK, America, China, because you are having it wrong now. Everybody, we are just dividing. We are just dividing. Back by good, back by. At the end of the day, we are still coming back to Christ. You still have to give account. That is why we Christians will never fall for all those temptations. You know how it goes. But this is why I'm telling you today, this is because God is coming. Jesus Christ is coming back. No matter what you believe, add it to your memory, add it to your archive. Then if you are maybe babalawos or anything, let it be your music now that Jesus is coming back. Because the beginning is it is the beginning of the end. Another dispensation. As you are crying, UK and USA, there's noise everywhere. It's not easy anymore anywhere. Even if you are backed by gold, backed by diamond, it's not going to be that easy until we come to the unifying factor. How do we factor this thing out? How do we live peacefully without being out and being anybody's enemy? What do I need than to live my life peacefully to enjoy what I want? Here in UK, just have a good have a good work. You are going to get a good car, live large, enjoy yourself. Use the same roads, have the same social amenities. And you never dream of that. Your company don't think about corporate social responsibility. They make so many things that can damage the was arrested. You say, who are you? Because he's blind. Thank God you are not blind. You are just speaking in tongue. And it's even good because you can reroute your way back to Christ. You can come back to him and say, here is me. You may have people talking to you, but thank God you have a good woman. As a pastor, you make so many people vulnerable. You make, if my line, don't load you if you enjoy my life, Baba. We don't have any father, we don't have any mother growing up. We suffer throughout in Lagos State. Nobody care if we live. Nobody care if we survive. But we still, here we are today. We can still talk to you, even if you don't listen. That is how those who don't care is taking care of you. And so people are taking care of you, damage everything, go to Tollgate and damage it, go to Ibadan, damage everything, go to Abeokuta because that is what they want. Some people are using them against their will. Why can't you do what is going to be a mutual benefit for everybody? And let everybody live happy. I know, to listen, trust and obey. Be clear, encourage the vulnerables to live a better life. And the elders, those who are going back to Christ, are complaining. Those who have come to this world, the children, those who are one way or another disabled, they were complaining the same complaining. You don't do better road for them. That's the evidence of the Father. You don't care for them. There's no road where you plan them to pass, where you plan the bicycle to walk, where you plan all those things. How do you want to have it right when you are not right upstairs? We need to think holistically about everybody's gain, not your purse alone. Because we are a company and you think about yourself, you know the environment they are going to threaten you. You see, as I am here, Most of the problem I'm facing is for my family. Hey, we have to do this, we have to do this, we have to do this. And everybody is okay. They will not disturb me. So I have to find one way to make everybody better in life. So that they won't complain and they won't say, I don't try my best. Those who put somebody in one place or another, you think it's because of money. They will never beg for Gary from you. You know when they need. Because the angel minister to people. You holding everything everything to yourself. Hey, what is killing self is self. I want to be like this. Yo, I know. You know, this is all what we are talking about. You are going to speak in tongue one day. I pray God will orientate you. You change your mind to do what you're supposed to do. I've told you, Nigeria, whether you follow your leader, whether you follow that man that you said is not that okay, he doesn't look well, or you don't follow him, if God follow him, what are you going to do? Let all the old Aso shut down. Yeah. Then Nigeria is going to shut down at the end of the day. And the Yoruba will have their way anyway. Hausa will have their way, and Igbo will have their ways. If that is the way you want it, why can't we come together and reason together? What is mutual benefit? I don't know what. I don't know why are you so gathering to the extent that you squander all what you. We don't even think it's like we want to dominate everything, especially those that people don't know before. Some of you, nobody know you before. And you don't believe what they call reference, something that is important. If you've been in UK, you've been USA, you know, referencing people is very important than anything. Somebody reference you to be where you are, to be a senator somewhere. Somebody reference you to be in UK, give you a letter or give you a phone call to somebody that will help you to get to where you are. Now that person is not a good person. Yeah, it's not a good person because you know you yourself you can never be good. You should come back and reorientate yourself. How do you fuck up? And if people do the same thing to you, that's how you feel. I never follow those who disloyal. I hate disloyalty in my life. And maybe that's how God liked me. So many people have talked to me, even the people that have taken care of me, this is what they do, this is what they do. I can never be used. Do you think I, Adeyemi Olaoluwa, as young as I am, affordable as I am, if I want to die, I should have died young. I told God more than 20 times that, God, I want to die. When I was young, and He doesn't kill me. I've jumped from story building. If you see me, you know that I carry the scar of Christ in my body. Because I've seen so many ways to exit this life. I don't want to. Because all this thing is trash to me. I don't like living this kind of life. When God said that, no, I sent you to some people so that they can listen and make their way right. Because knowingly, those who know me growing up, they can never say this, me talking. They will say, no, that boy is something else. I will trouble you. But thank God we are troubled, but we are not destroyed. I'm telling you, as somebody very young in your presence, take care of what you care for. Now you are speaking in tongue. You are eating, you are dancing to that music that you make for yourself. But after telling you, you still receive if you truly speaking in tongue is about edifying yourself. It's about mercy of God. It's about enablement. What you think that is gone. That is why those who speak in tongue edifies themselves. Those who speak in tongue edifies themselves, even in whatever they might be going through. And that is good. It's not an arrow from any devil. It's about repentance. It's about getting back what you lost away. It's about focusing on the direction of God, principle of God. Love your neighbor as yourself. Then love your God. How do you do that? Doing things holistic. Negotiate properly as a leader. Don't allow anybody to blackmail you. Be naked. Let God cover you up. Let people cover your privacy for you. Be naked. Be open to all. Why do you need to make fencing? Why do you need to make war? We talk all those things on this platform. Every week we come here to talk about life, how life should go, how we should have it, what we should, when we should have it, and still hear people how we have it, how it should go. I'm telling you, those who speak in tongue edifies themselves, even whatever they might be going through. Because that guy is going to save Nigeria, honestly. He's going to save Nigeria from something that you don't know. I'm telling you this. I'm not among you. I may not be there for 20. But you said that small boy said that thing. Because I'm a small boy in front of you. I'm not Femi Otedola. I'm not Dangote. But whatever God has ordained, who are you to say you want to change it? I've told you it's not now. If a young boy is going to do that country, not now. It's elders that know how it gets wrong. Let them do what they can do and get out. Then we find a young boy that can fix all the mess there. But you think that, I told you, all this thing is not rocket science. I've gone, I've prayed. When it's time, it will happen in appointed time. Isaiah arise and shine, for light has come. And the glory of the Lord is shining upon you. The darkness covering all over the world. Gross darkness, the people. And this is the beginning of the end. I want you to think about what God can do and make a U-turn to the way of God. What do you need? What do I need? We need better life. Yeah, we don't need much. Here in this country, you don't need much. A car that will take you to where you are going, then a house where you live. Then you think that is impossible in Africa, with all the resources you have, with all the money these people have embezzled. That's why there are so many illicit things going on, because people want to get rich all of a sudden. And for the fact that you want to do this without taking the right channel, that's where the problem comes from. On this channel, we talk about, if you all what you believe is about cash, money, cash flow, then you are having it wrong. Because the cash that flow to you is good. Thank God. Who enter immediately? Who enter? Who enter those who are in the presidency? Those who are brainless this time around, they are doing something like that. And who enter them? Is God. You think they want only Lumafeki Lutuni? Only local. See, even the Buhari is not. I've told you, in the process of developing an idea, if care is not taking, what you don't take care of is going to take care of you. It's like they are seeing little corruption. It's a bigger corruption now. Everybody now, you take 100,000 for 150,000. Is that not the biggest corruption? For somebody who can just arrest, just nip him with something important and arrest him. So why are you so, I don't know. You see, because how are you going to explain that if not God? And you sit down with pastor, you have the way you are going to Ibadan, you have the way you are going to Abeokuta. Why is it God make all those things? At least when you have to get out of Lagos State, you have to see one church there. And when you are going to Ogun State, you have to see one church near there. So why are we so daft that we don't know what God wants us to do? If God now fed people and then inflict them with ignorance to do things in appropriate time, because it's about timing. And that's why I'm here. I always told my wife it's not going to work this time around. I was looking for a house. I was just watching TV. When I come from, hey, you don't search for, I don't need it. And when I get to the area where I need a house, I call, and a call. I have so many friends looking for the same thing that time. So how do you do it? I say, because timing. God is about timing. He said it will happen in an appointed time. Appointed time day for you, my friend. A day for me, a day for everybody. That is why you have to struggle before you get it. There was a woman called me, and my children have not been going to school. I said, I want to help you. But forget about those who have education. Are they not the people that focus up when they will come to Europe here and one day? Are they not the people in the government? How do you want to prove me that is education without sanity? Because education is not about gathering. The British that came, that colonized you, is not about gathering. It's about common factor, unifying factor. It's about making life better and giving back to the society. So you want to have everything to yourself, make it, then go untimely. Because you do everything sharp, 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 sharp. Sharp boy, sharp boy, sharp boy. Yeah, that's sharp. Ew. Those who are sharp also go flat at times. They go flat. So that is why you need to know God. Pray. Pray. You need to go to the presence of God, where there is mercy, and pray for the mercy of God. Speaking in tongues is enablement to another realm of life, to another state of life. And if care is not taken, what we don't take care of is going to take care of us, honestly. Because you see that country, Nigeria, you will see that country in 20 years to this time, and you will marvel. I've told a pharmacist, very brilliant man here, he said, how does that happen? He said, in 20 years. You are a joker. You don't even, I don't think you go to school. I said, yo, so you believe that the king, all those who rule this world are those who go to school, those who have idea rule the world. Education is just giving you principle to live life. But God will fetch you, will give you what you're supposed to give to fab. And fabs is what live the life. Wọ́n ń pè lódù, ibi tẹ́tí módù yẹn wá kò lè yé wọn. Ilé ayé ó kún fún odù. It's fabs. It's full of so many mysteries that you don't know. That's why before you say things, I know what you want to say. Before I go to church, I know what they want to preach. I don't just enter church without knowing. There's church I enter once, I never go there again. Because God don't call me there. And there's church I go, I have to sow seed into this man of God. Because God said, this is where you're supposed to. So why are you so gomanic? Why, that is my English anyway. Why are you so afraid of all these people? Let them speak. Let them have their own time of enablement. Open them to another realm of life. Maybe they can repent or reflect how things are going to work now. This is how we have been doing it before. It doesn't work that way. This is how we can do it now. If it's going to work, let them do it. And if it's not going to work, God, that can make somebody speak in tongue cannot take him not to speak again? Do you think that it is possible for Buhari or for the president of Nigeria to destroy the country by himself? There are some agents. God is using. Just that's why the guy call it Halos. How is sent to so many people? I've told you. How these children you don't take care of, they are Halos that is sending back to you. They are not using anything against you. There are all these people you left behind. You don't carry along in doing things. Little fabs, little courses they send back to you. It's not affecting. Why should you make that law at this time around? Do you want to destroy yourself by yourself? Because I don't see the difference in making that good law. It's a good law, but the timing is bad. The timing is bad. And even if the timing is right, it's okay. Do you think that it can affect the product that you are trying to weaponize this thing for? It doesn't affect them. Somebody in that country, I've told you, a bank can create a signature that will take money out of any bank because it has made people to be there. Go to any bank, use this signature. They'll be doing it in Nigeria before this Colomenta came in. Signature, ordinary signature. If Abiola did it, go to bank and say, it's me, Abiola, and you get your money. So why do you find it so difficult that you want to weaponize this? You are just suffering the vulnerables. Because you don't do your social responsibility. Corporate social responsibility is not well done. It's not well presented to people. You should know what will affect. The effect, the repercussive effect of all these things, table before you. You have to go and do it. Feasibility studies about all these things. Because it's the beginning of the war. So if you are trying to, like, date somebody, there's better way. Even if it's that only the Jagaban is want to arrest. Is it difficult to arrest? You never fish out where to arrest him. Why should you make the law that will destroy you? Why do you want to destroy yourself by yourself, my brothers? You cannot just be there and think alike. I say somebody, yeah, thank God. That's the effect of the speaking in tongue, that the guy is speaking in tongue. Because no one of you know what he's doing. That's why Jesus said, Father, forgive them, for they know what they are doing. And I thank God, Papa Adeboye, he prayed for everybody yesterday. He prayed that we need mercy of God. What we need is mercy. We can always forgive ourselves. We can always forgive ourselves. I told you I grew up with no father, no mother in Nigeria, and I survived. I'm still a fine man. I didn't lose anything to Satan, and I will never lose to, because I'm vulnerable. Only be ọmọ ló ń tọ́jú wa, ọmọ àìlera wa. Because I'm vulnerable, I knew that. Right from the time I was young, he take care of me. I see angels every day, taking care of me like baby. So now, when you say you're speaking in tongue, we have been speaking our own for a long time. You should speak your own now to edify yourself, because trouble is coming. Big trouble. And if you are not careful and be able to forgive and let go, what you don't take care of is going to take care of you all. I'm telling you honestly, we've done that on this program. Whatever I presented here is not about myself. It's about God's voice appealing to us. I don't want it to happen. Even if my own this thing, I want a young man to be a president of Nigeria. But how is a young man different from me? It's not different from me, because I have not seen better Nigeria, better young youth in Nigeria. Even in diaspora, they still did the same thing. Taking money from people for the sponsorship they don't have. The sponsorship is there, taking $10,000, taking all those things. What you don't have, you are taking money from innocent people. Are you not a young man at your youth age? Then you now go back and you want to do politics. They go and verify. Where do you want to verify? If you are faith, are you that innocent to God? I'm talking about all of you who have been the leader. You have been there before. I've not seen, even include all of you, even include Fashola, include Aregbe. You have not done your corporate social responsibility well in Nigeria. You have not done it well by including everybody, by everybody. All those you take their bikes, you take their shops, are they not Nigerians? They are, even if they don't pay a dime to Nigeria, they are entitled to the same thing in Nigeria. That's where the problem comes from. The headers that are supposed to take care, you allow them to go to heaven untimely. And they present their case that, Tani o, Lagbaja ni o, òun ló ní kí n máa bọ̀ wá bí o, owó gbowó health, took money for health, money allocated for health insurance, take it and they don't take care of me. I just need oxygen now. That's where you begin to get so many problems, my brother. I begin to say this because I want us to go back to Christ. You see, people will say UK and they don't pray about God. This is just foolish talk. I've told you it's not. UK can be okay because they take the principle of God and you don't need to call the name of Jesus Christ. That's the bottom line, because now they don't call Jesus Christ again, because they know Jesus Christ don't solve problem. He have precept, he have principle, which solve problem. If you don't take care, if you don't love your neighbor as yourself, you don't forgive, and you don't love your God, how do you want Jesus Christ to come in? But that's what they are doing here. They take care of the vulnerable. Their corporate social responsibility is at top notch. So what are you talking about? You are talking about what we know. This is how we do it, that can never change. Even if the whole world is having problem, you think UK can have this problem? They can never have it. Now everything is going up, high. Transport, house, everything. They reduce the transport to £2, £2 naira. Have you ever done that in Nigeria? You increase the fuel, though you never increase the money. You never reduce the transportation. You never take free bus to wherever you are going, so that people will feel less at peace that this guy is doing something. So how do you want people to believe you? Because you are not full of emotional intelligence. How do people come and cause that they don't love their king anymore? Because king is all about people. If you are a king in a nation, in a country, in a town, in a village, it's about people's want. It's about you. People have to fetch you. Maybe you carry their love, you carry their pain. That is why they love David in the Bible. If you look at the story of David, he wants what God wants. And he always follow. And he always go to the presence of God to ask, can I follow them? Can I take that up? If I take it, can I be able to defeat them and take back what they've taken from my people? You don't look for God anymore. Now, all of you are now speaking in tongue now. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Oh, I want you to go back indoor. Go back to the presence of God and speak that language that you would never be able to hear. Cry to God to save your dear country, to save you from the calamity that is coming ahead of you, all of you, because the beginning of the end is near. The beginning of the end is now. So how do we be able to survive this? Is if you are able to speak in tongue now. Speak in tongue. Let God hear you. Maybe you can reorientate, you can change your mentality, this Kolo mentality, all. After then they are home. Why in the cost of production, you don't want to give birth? You are trying to marginalize, like to live, just have one baby and 3 dogs. You like to enjoy life, to go, to do all those stuff. It's not productive. The productive life is ability at least to have 2 children, train them in the will of God, give them what they need, then give them impact in the society. Those who don't want to work, because they have entitlement. Then they now employ those who can work from other countries, and you are now castigating them that if you are doing it, government will not say they will not give you that job. Everybody have their whole fault. That's why there's no developed country anywhere. West are not yet developed. It's just the way and the mentality, the way we carry them. I've told you what makes development is about taking care of those you care for. I even prefer that if you want to do a country like Nigeria, where let all the technical players that's supposed to be like petroleum, all these things, let the white be there. White, let them be there. I'm telling you, you will be able to account for everything that go out and come in. Don't put Nigeria there anymore. Because Nigeria, we are so divided that to put ourselves, you have to be neutral to all these things. Then make this thing naked to everybody. The litters that goes out of Nigeria and the litters that come in, run the pipe out. There's supposed to be a train from Nigeria down to Europe. Yeah. Why do we need to make friends? They are big friends. There's supposed to be a train from Nigeria down to Europe. People doing it right. You need fuel. These people get. Why can't you negotiate properly and get what you want? Why can't you do what is necessary to gain what you want? Pipeline can come as fast. Pipeline can come. The train and economy can come down to anywhere. I've told you, British can work in Nigeria sector anywhere they want to work, and Nigeria can work in British. That is under the agenda of God. It's been there. You have never looked towards that. God don't want you to say this land belong to Chinese. Chinese don't own any land. That is why when the water comes, tsunami comes, it take everybody away. Because you don't own any land until they take all the owner, and then we have to take them. Like Ukraine now is now going to, what's the name of this country? Because something is taking them. So you should know that you should take care. If they don't take care of that place, do you think they can go down to that place? So we need to take care of what we need to take care of. Take care of ourselves. Take care of our brother. Even if you don't have money, call them. Let them know what you yourself are facing because of them. Let us dialogue about how it should go. You cannot just be talking that this country is bad. And in this program, I'm talking about bad followership. That killed Jesus Christ, not the king then. Because the king will be emotionally dance to what you want him or her to do. That's the king for you. You have to listen to you, listen to your culture, because it is the same culture that you kill Jesus Christ. You need Jesus Christ that he said they should, on Sunday, they should go, he's doing deliverance on Sunday. Then he doesn't want them to pay tax. All those things is irrelevant. That is culture. That is cultural thing. That's how we are being divided all over the world. The culture is taking us. We are not seeing business anywhere. We are saying, I want to be up like this. What you need is basic for life. What you need is basic, honestly. If you are rich like Dangote, you may not have power to sustain, to live longer like Dangote, because he has been destined to anchor that modus. It is agenda of God for him to be rich, to maintain that. You know what to eat. If you are rich, you will go and drink one day and fly into, if you have the kind of money the Dangote have. I've told you, Abraham blessing is not for everybody. Abraham blessing is not for everybody. God bless me in my own way. I don't look for money. I don't beg for money. But I have what it takes to be me. God have seen my mouth and is giving me what I will put in there. Then I'm still aspiring I'm not stealing from any purse. I'm still aspiring to be what I want to be. But today, I'm talking about if you don't build it, it's not in your gene. You have the money that Dangote have. You just take your car and you fly. You fly into the river because you will not be able to handle success. At times is dangerous. That is why all this uh, I go and verify. I said that there's nothing to verify about life than to be stewardship, to be followership. I know that there are going to be a match and things is going to come. You don't know all these people. You can always pray God save us in this country. Because there are so many pattern that is played on the ground that you people don't know. You people don't know. But you like to see things, the general perspective where everybody, oh, this is what is going on. That's not how to see things. I don't follow loser since I was born. Anybody I love have to, one way or another, make it. Even I follow, when I was young, let me tell you my story. In Oyo, it gets one guy, they call it John or something. I followed the guy. My mom beat me. I said, this guy, it's not about but what he believes in. It's about him. He's a troublesome guy like me. When I went there one day, I didn't even know that he's the one that's one of their what they call all these people that OPC leader. I was just entering the city around 1 o'clock. I said, this is where I was. I grew up. I can pass there. And it's dangerous going out in the night in Africa, especially in Nigeria, in Oyo State there. So they just put the line. Who are you? I say, my name is From where are you coming? I'm coming from Lagos. Look at me and say, oh, where are you going? I didn't even know that it's him. I take me down to his house. You, see this guy? I now told my mom, come and look at that boy. That time, we used to go to their house. They would do masquerade, all those stuff, and they would call me to come and pray. As a Christian boy, I will pray. We do pray, and they will give us a head of fowl to eat. Then I see him. I look at him. I say, but I follow you throughout the day. I don't even know. I know that there's something unique about you. Thank God you can use that your ability not to gain education to do something in life. I'm talking about those that don't have education. They are not privileged to have it. And it's all your fault. It's all your fault. Some people that don't have education, it's because they don't have money. You unprivilege them. They are not privileged to have it. They are not privileged to have. People like Oluoma that you say doesn't have education. You should be able to give everybody the basic what they need. It's what you don't care for that is now taking care of you, my brother. If you give them basic education in life, this education you are using your money, you are bragging, you are the only one going to what do they call it? To private nursery and primary school, and you don't care about your neighbor. Those are the neighbors that become tout now. Tout now ruling all the country. Are you not tout? Because you live there, you grow up taking your children to a place different from public education. You don't know that it's wrong. For the general people working under government to be taking children to private education. Which private money do you have to take care of them? If you are not a robber, if you are not a low, in this economy you can't see that unless you have to be probed. You have to be probed. Why should you take? Well, you know what I did when I have in Nigeria, I have like 2 children living with me, with my children. I have to go and withdraw my children from private institution. take them to public school with all those children. No, 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 no. Because now they were together now. You know what is going to happen? You know what is going to happen? Those who left behind is going to be ahead. So this is how you deprive yourself of some things. Then it's now making you naked now. People now see how myopic, how your thinking has been by belittling God. That's education. That's all what you know as education. Now, you never know now that anything that you can do with your hands is better than what you can do with this thing. Because being creative is another idea, genuine ideas. And we continue saying this because we want everybody to change individually, as a family. Thank God, the last program I did, when I tell somebody, congratulations, like 6 people called me that week. 2 people gave birth. In UK here, I never even thought that their wife get pregnancy. You went there, we drink, we dance, we do all those stuff. That's how God, and some people get promotions. Some people bought house. I never know. But when they call me, I have to be there. And the reason why I'll be there is they say I should come and play for them. I do my highlife, one man band, and we live there. That is what we need, to just be happy together, to make ourselves happy, irrespectful of what you are going through, because what you are going through is a process to something. So I'm talking about why, as a leader, you are going to be faked, and when you are troubled, then you're going to speak in tongues too. We have spoken in tongues already. We are still doing it. One in a life, Jesus Christ said, Heli, Heli, lama sabachthani. When it's getting too tough for the man, and the project before you is becoming too great, and you have to do it, then you have to call to the external power, external forces that can hear that language that you just said now. Eli laba sabachthani. Why do you want to leave me like this? By making all the people, waking up the Lazarus. Lazarus died, people abuse him. At the end of the day, he waked him up. So many people. He healed truly on Sunday. He raised the dead. And he do so many things. At the end of the day, what you are returning back to the point is that it's not a genuine man. You take him to the Pontius, the king then. Kill this man. Kill this man. Release Barnabas. Release Barnabas. Barnabas has later become one of the apostles. Did you know that in the Bible? That's how he released Steve into the apostles. That's how you release Steve. And Steve later get to know Christ. But the pain, the genetic of what you've caused is what is causing you problem now. You are still going to do another mistake one way or another. Release, relax, think. What is going to be our unifying factor? Is it just to make life better? You're going to be okay. Just listen to God. Do the needful, do the right thing. Love your neighbor as yourself. Don't prioritize because you're a politician and you want somebody to win on somebody like that. I don't go for that. They know me. This guy have come to Mushi when I was living there like 3 times. I don't even see that he will assist. But I've come to a state to realize that Agbatiyo keton soro, a keton sari. Because if you don't say it, if it happen tomorrow, all my friends that I've been talking to them, is just making jest of it. You see the way he's talking today. At times I pick their call, at times I don't pick it because they will never believe you except they see the miracles. Except they see the miracle. Nobody will believe you. So we are waiting for that miracle. If God said no, We I don't have anything to lose in the presence of God, where I receive mercy, where the mercy of the Lord sound, when everything about me die down, when I no longer exist in life, and the mercy of God and the grace of God pick me up and raise me above all the principalities and make me to be renowned and to be renowned by my words, because my word is my password that I use to break into any aspect of life, any areas of life where the doors is blocked, unlocked, because my word is my password. So if I may have used this thing to get so far like this, and over how many years you have not seen me come online to talk about this Jesus Christ and how the world is going to be, because I want you to believe in the evangelism of God by himself. The message of God, it does not brought to you by those who have something to lose. What I'm saying, no pastor, Adeboye and Babu Oyedepo that will tell you this, or no big pastor in Nigeria that will tell you this, because everybody have brand. I don't have brand. God is my brand. And nobody wants you, like, hold them into ransom that you said is going to, but anything that's going to be is going to be, my brother. That is why we use this platform to tell you. We use this platform to say that you should be able to know what God wants for you. Unless you have to speak in tongue like your brother. Unless you have to speak in tongue. We don't need to speak. In UK, nobody speak in tongue. Because you don't need to direct anybody. It's the government that will forgive you if you want to forgive you. You know the reason why? If you see something, you say something. That's what I'm doing. I'm saying something. I'm saying something to you. Because I'm saying something that you may not see. So if you see something and you can say something, then something is wrong with you. Then maybe because of the way you are. But this is what we see. The whole world should be able to come together and make life easy for the vulnerables, for those who need life, who need to live life, those who you're supposed to care for, who God wants us to care for. How do vulnerable exist? It exists because God wanted to come to existence. And that's how we are able to know, to imagine the way of God. In this country, they are the first citizen. The headers, they are the first citizen. These same headers go to the all over Nigeria and Africa. They die. When they die, you still go there to take their clothes. You want to use it for power. What you are gaining from there is you are becoming more powerless. You are becoming more naked. You are becoming more naked. When you have to take something to cover your naked, take all things to cover your naked, take everything to cover your naked, then you are becoming so naked. And it's about psychology. It's about imagination. It's not about what we wear. It's about imagination. It's about imagining it. Why am I so naked? Because you don't make people to cover you up. And so need they calling only ènìyàn boni lára já sọlọ. Ènìyàn lásọ ìmí tí mo fi ń bora pẹ́ńpẹ́ń pèrèdín. And you don't even think about that. That if you have made man to fight the battle for you, you know why all those pastors, all those biblical pastors, they cannot fight again. That I myself will fight on their behalf. They have made a lot of people down to suffer in life. They have made a lot of people to suffer in life. Those who made it to suffer, they have made a lot of, but they have not made enough. They have not made enough. If you can be a president and all the vulnerable, the children cannot die for you, that you want to go for this man because of this man, then you have lost a lot in life. And the headers, forget about youth. Youth are oriented to think different way. due to one way or another, due to maybe the way you feel on your experience, then what you want to turn to in life, aspect you take. That is why you see so many people going into cultism, so many people going into this looking for powers. Power exists everywhere. We don't dispute that. But the only power that is pure, that can never make you naked in life, is making God your temple, making the shadow of God your abiding, so that you can live there uncovered, because you cover nothing. You're absolutely who you are. And that's when God will fetch you and give you what you want in life. At the end of the day, those who have been in all those things, they come back, they say there is no religion, there is no Christianity. Evangelism have started all over the Europe, and nobody can stop it. you think God is joking with you? They will hear when, because God wants you to come back to the drawing board to make it work. Under the agenda of God, we have not yet developed. You still need to be working. Where you retire, that's where somebody have to start. So they retired now because of the work of their forefathers. Africa, our forefathers didn't do anything for us. They don't make any law, they don't implement any better thing than legacy of one room or one house that they left, and that is becoming decadence. But at the end of the day, if we are able to make law, to make structure that will last, that will be sustainable for all the children to survive in, that is our corporate responsibility as individual, as a company, as an individual, as a country, because we have to care for those we care for. We have to care for the environment we live in. We have to care for people around us. We have to care for our children, and we have to care for the whole world. I'm saying this. My name still remains Afolabi Olaoluwa Adeyemi Sunday. I will continue to say this, that you, in order not to speak in tongue, to live your life full of hope, that your speaking in tongue should be to rejoice and to acclimatize your voice with the people of God, because there are two different ways of speaking in tongue. When the problems comes and you cannot withstand it, you have to speak in tongue. Jesus did the same thing. Then, when the sorrow comes and you can't withstand it, you have to speak in tongue too. Then, in the time of supplication, they are speaking in tongue we do. That's what we as Christians we are doing now. We are mourning for the country. We are mourning for our people that are facing it, that have not eaten anything since morning. If you know how many calls I've gotten here for people, I need money, my children, I'm not your president. You have the president there. You have the local government chairman there. You have all of them there. How far have they been able to benefit you as individual? Yeah, so that's why we come today. And we say that we need to reflect on what we have made our hands to damage, especially those we care for, the vulnerables and the old people. Those we care for, the vulnerables and the old, these are the vulnerable people, the old people and the young ones, that they cannot choose by themselves. Life has treated them, they don't have choice. We have to make the choice right for them, for God's sake. And to live, because I've been among them before. That is why I claim to stand and to solicit on their behalf, that because you are doing all these things, that is why you have it all wrong. That is why you can never be okay. UK is okay because they know what to do. You give the children basic education to be reasonable and to be logical. You don't have any problem with them. Leave all your properties with them. They know what to do. They know who to love. But where you treat people with hatred, hatred is coming back to you as arrow in the hand of the mighty. So the Lord, oh my God. So the children is arrow to you, the leaders, who have made them all these things. It's in your Bible. That's why I don't need you need to be mentioning Jesus, 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 kid, Jesus. The enemy of self is self. The enemy of self is self. Your enemies, your number one enemy is to kill yourself. Kill yourself. What all this anxiety, I want to be like this, I want to, those who have, if Joseph did the same thing, you think Joseph would be like a million that went out of Egypt? It will only be him and one child or two. Because he will have a lot of envy there and he can never withstand it. And in Polunjome Junior, why is it that Africa never unite? Have you ever think? It's an arrows sent to us to disturb our head. How much does it cost to take a children to school, to give them yam and this thing? The food that we waste here every day. Go to all the care home. Food being wasted every day. For those who cannot eat it. How much does it take? I remember the time I ate garri for the whole 1 year. I begin to stew white in the same country where somebody can prove of affluence. Have mansion that doesn't live up to now. Then here you are now. You are now speaking in tongue. Now we have come unto you. Those who love and respect now mock you to your face. Those who love and respect, you wanted to be in one position so that they can be your favor. Now God is using them against you just to reflect, maybe just to, so that when you get to where you are going, you should be able to know your best friend and your best enemy. All these young people you see, the vulnerable, they don't harm anybody. They just need to be put right in their life, to know their ways and to be able to help themselves to make tomorrow count. But you want to import fridgen. Putting bullion fund in your house doesn't make you a rich man. The only what you do that is acceptable is the one that you put. All those people, like that you have made that even amount to anything. Those are those you have now. You should see yourself. You see God. Because if I'm in Nigeria, I may not be, because you will not even listen. But I want you to listen as a leader. Money is becoming useless. You have your hand, what your hand have done, that can make you fight this battle and win. Money is becoming useless. And I'm talking to you, all these local government chairmen. If somebody come to you, you have one idea, you always say, good, yeah, all this thing. You want everything to come back to your family. You know, Jesus Christ don't have family, but he have name all over the world. He has no family. Even I never see people paying homage to like the name he made all over the world. Let your name be your brand. Let your name be your brand. What do you have now? What do you have left? All the money. I see people dragging out of the ATM machine. I will talk it here last first week of the January. If all what you believe is money. Last week I talked about insurance. Insurance? Are you not paying now? Because ATM is destroyed now. You have to have somewhere. And they knew their policy. You think God will just say something and we will just be dumb and we'll just be dumb, deaf and dumb? It's not this even one. The another one is coming that you have to pay. Then your money comes in. Money goes, money comes. That is your answer. So we don't say you are not going to lose any money. It's their money. You fix their ATM back. Bank fix their bank back. Go. I'm not laughing. Honestly, it's not a laughing matter. It's a pathetic matter. Honestly, I'm not happy about this thing. But when we are saying it, everybody believe that. Oh, fool is talking. No, God has filled us. Though we may sound like fool, but this where we show you that a fool in your presence, a vulnerable in your presence, may be vulnerable in the presence of God. And that's how we end today's program. I thank you and I pray the leader that God wants to use for Nigeria, even against my will, against the will of God, that's going to be the will of God, is the one that God will put there. Even if the wrong one is there, he has to leave or to leave that place for the people that will take hold of Nigeria and that will do it there. I pray for the UK. UK will continue to be okay. All the inflation everywhere and there is going to calm down. The whole world is not going to war. There will be a negotiation. There will be a dialogue. And after dialogue, there will be peace all over the world. In the name of my Jesus Christ. I pray for you, listening to me. As a family, you have been divided, you have been troubled. As from now, God will never allow enemy to destroy you. You are going to have it right in Jesus' name. I pray for you. You need to find a church to be going. Honestly, going to church edifies you, no matter how rich you are or how poor you are. Yeah, I've told you my story. There was a time in my life for like 10 years for what they did to me in the church, in a church in Nigeria. I never been to church. But when it's time for me to gain my independence, to speak in tongue, I've been to church and I see how God fight my battle for me. He fight my battle for me and for all my family. All what the enemy has taken over 20 years, I regain it back in just a minute, and it opened my sense, not to now, back and the front. And I pray it's easier for you to be in the presence of God and to survive and still be very rich, stickingly rich, without Amolumala. What did I mean by without hanky panky, without playing prank? So I pray for you. You are going to be okay. All the world is going to be okay. All over the world, we are going to have it right. We are going to be our brother's keeper, and nobody will lose his life in the name of my Jesus Christ. In the name of my Jesus Christ, we pray. Amen. Amen. God bless you.